I'm currently reading through the book of Proverbs as part of my personal devotional time in the mornings. And to keep the words and phrases of this particular book of Proverbs fresh and new, I'm reading in a translation that I've never used before. It is the New Living Translation. This translation of the Bible is from the same people who made the Good News Bible, or the Living Translation. Now, most people my age are familiar with the Living Translation because when it came out, it was so fresh and new in the way that it put the text in just a very common and easy to understand way. But for most of my devotional readings, though, I keep it in the same translation and normally don't diverge because, I take great comfort in hearing again and again and again the familiar passages with words that I have known since childhood. And so for me, that's the NIV. But for you, it may be something else. But with a book like Proverbs, I wanted to hear it in a new way, so here I am reading it in the New Living Translation. And the verse that stood out to me today was from chapter 14, verse 4, where it says, "Without oxen, a stable stays clean, but you need a strong ox for a large harvest." That really struck me because I like having things in good order and for them to remain in good shape. That's the nice thing about having most of my kids out of the house, is that most of the clutter is gone with them. Now, don't you just hate doing the laundry, and when the laundry basket is finally empty and everything's clean, but then that night, it's so depressing because the hamper begins to fill up again with the day's worth of clothes. Or, and again, this really peeves my wife, she will clean the bathroom, and within minutes, it will get used again. I just cleaned the bathroom. Give it a half hour or so just to be clean. Yeah, without an ox, a stable stays clean. You can have the perfect barn with fresh hay and all is clean and beautiful, without kids messing up your house, without customers messing up your shelves, without students messing up your classroom. All would be perfect and clean and in good order. But the wisdom of Proverbs comes in couplets, and the end, or the second part, states, "But you need a strong ox for a large harvest." Yes, without the messy beasts, the barn stays clean. But without the ox, there would be no great harvest either. Without people messing up your bathrooms, adding laundry to the hamper, kids leaving their papers all over the classroom floors, and customers knocking over inventory, without them, there wouldn't be a great harvest of family, children learning, and customers buying your products and using your services. We like to have nice things, but it all has a purpose of being in service to care for people. Right now at Ascension Tyler campus, we have just started the remodeling work for the coming grade school. And it will be like having an ox or two in our barn, making noisy messes for some time. But without the ox, there would be no harvest. Without the noise and the mess of the remodeling, there would be no new facilities ready in the coming year to bring a harvest of children and families ready to learn about Jesus and to grow in their academic skills. So, we will rejoice in the ox, knowing that it is needed for the large harvest that is to come.